And welcome, people, to Batman Radio. That's right. And you're tuned in with your host, the one and only Batman, Tyree Sneed. So, again, um, first of all, this is the first thing that got to be addressed, right? Skedaddle. This is the first thing that got to be addressed, right? Let me get this video out the way. Hopefully, y'all are hearing me well. Please let me know in the chat. It looks like you are. It looks like the little circle deal is doing its circly thing. So, this is what we're not going to do, okay? And like I said, I'm not going to even waste my time addressing people with no identity who wish that they had this career and wish they did what I do for a living, which again has nothing to do with YouTube. What I do for a living is completely separate of all that. These are all my own companies. This is all independent, independently funded. I funded all of it out of my own pocket, right? And everything I do is something I built completely independent. So if anybody out there in the public, because people are very indirect, and I do a show, and then people go on social media randomly who don't even really talk to me, and I don't even know, and they start making random posts that don't make any sense. It's just a little odd, especially when, well, the minute you speak, you don't make any sense, right? And every time you're trying to twist all of reality to make yourself feel comfortable that, well, you failed in front of everybody and everybody saw it, right? And this is all these narcs. All they do is fail. Okay. So the first term that I want to address, right? Well, first things first, like I said, if anybody out there has something to say, like today it's hot as hell. It's probably over 104 degrees, 110. I don't know. It's just hot, right? And I'm out here and I'm going to do my thing the best I can and try to have a full day, right? And hope I'll be all right. That's pretty gangster, right? Exactly. Because, well, I'm a gangster. Like I said, nobody's done nothing for me. I did all this by myself, been on my own since I was 16, worked my entire life, have everything to show for it, have assets, have equity, have everything I need, right? Have entire buildings and facilities full access to, right? I am Batman. So if you're talking to Batman, the actual Batman, you might want to make some sense. Like I said, I could understand if I was fake. I could understand if anything anybody ever said hiding was true or applied. But since it's all been proven wrong and we know that it doesn't, if anybody has something to say it in front of me and talk directly, right? So that I can respond. All right. It's called being fair and making sense. Quit trying to type online, right? Hiding, that stuff doesn't fly. And it's all sorts of different individuals. It's not just one group of people. I mean, it's all of y'all because this is the new age society of nonsense. Okay. And the fact that you all are evil because you're cowards and you're living in fear, right? It's not anything to brag about, sir. That's number one. Number two, the fact that you're constantly trying to outrun your karma and your karma continues to catch up to you, right? Karma, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Karma, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. So I've already addressed that individual several times. I mean, when you don't have a conversation and you talk indirect, I really could care less what you have to say, man. I mean, I'm not speaking on you. Why are you trying to, I don't know if it was towards me, but I know you ain't talking to me. I know that much. You understand? So I've already addressed you several times, did full shows about it, right? And like I said, all those people, they try to have other people talk for them because they trying to hide their jealousy and envy, and all of them are low key jealous. And then they try to paint me or what I'm doing and a light that doesn't exist. I'm completely at peace, brother. Peace is something that's internal. You got to learn to build that. See, you have to learn how to not react. You have to learn how to be strong enough to take whatever comes your way. Do you not? That's just life. If you're able to do that to the capacity that I've learned and that I clearly do right in front of you, as hard as it is, right? If you're unmoved by everything and by talking and people issuing illegal statements towards me, if you're unmoved by that, think about how strong you've become. See my point? So, well, no, the only internet gangster is you. I mean, you sit there putting up posts constantly, just talking nonsense. I mean, you already getting your karma. You've been getting your karma. It's right in front of everybody. And then you show everyone your karma, which is slow and silly, right? And all them dudes are the same. They're all like been in and out of prison forever because they can never get their act together. I've never been to prison once. So you say, you know, again, this wasn't about me, but I'm going to address it anyway so we can go ahead and get this issue discussed. So an internet gangster is you, someone that hides behind the internet and talks a bunch of stuff they're not about and tries to paint themselves in a fake light they're not in. And you don't even make money on social media. So why is perception management and control so important to you? You're what I call a low level narc. You're low level, sir. You're irrelevant. Okay, you know, a higher level narc. You're all narcs. You're all, you know, bottom of the barrel and nobody. But a higher level narc, a smarter narc, wouldn't be narking on social media if they don't get paid. You know, I mean, if you're gonna narc, you might as well get paid for it, don't you think? And what I mean by narc is they lie, they embellish, they think talking means anything. Y'all are not good with language in the first place. So I don't get it. Right? So, I mean, let's see. I mean, you wave to the guy. You've talked tough on people for years, tons of different people. That was a Penske driver. The Penske driver stopped the whole truck and says, Batman. Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome. So, like I said, people, the world doesn't have a choice but to accept me and respect me and what I'm doing because I'm not changing it for nothing to nobody. I'm not changing, just like I never have. Sounds pretty gangsta to me. Here's my baby. Thank you, honey. Here's my honey. If you can, let me know when you're listening, please. Love you more than anything. Um, but yeah, somebody came out of nowhere on social media after I did my amazing show. I think one of the best shows we've ever done. Christina and I did it together, and I'm very happy and very proud of her. And so everything is great. Everything is peachy keen, right? And yeah, this random dude that I've already addressed says something random that's not positive and not real and applies to him. I mean, again, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Any of you. You know, that's the thing. They want to make themselves feel better. Well, I'm not in the spotlight, right? They're all jealous. I'm not in the limelight, right? So I must be doing something right. And they all watching. They all watching, meaning they all paying me indirectly. Like, yeah, I mean, ask Christina, honey, do I not know how to grab attention? Do I not know exactly what I'm doing? Like, and are all these people not falling for it every single time? I mean, a hustle is a hustle is a hustle. I mean, you call it what you want, but it's a hustle and I'm getting money off of it. We made some more money yesterday. I don't know if we might be getting, I think we're closer to like, I don't know how much the next check is. Here, let me check real quick. Hold up. Yeah, the next check already around $76. So we make money, right? pretty consistent, right? Maybe not quite what a regular job makes yet, but that's okay. You can't get discouraged because you got to keep pressing. And I can't really say that because it is kind of the same, right? Because I mean, I get my check, right? You could look at all my checks, they're all been pretty decent. You know what I mean? The last one I think was like 153 or something like that and some change. So I mean, I have this whole month to build this one up, this new month, right? I should have some other things coming together too right around the corner here, right? About to possibly be in pretty good shape. You know what I mean? The only thing holding me back is having to pay the phone bill every month. So, see, you people don't even know how to be fans. Instead of running your mouth projecting, right? Why don't you grow up and be an adult that you are and act like one and donate instead of saying things to try to make yourself feel better and coax your little ego? Like, you want to know the truth about you, bro? And I ain't even got to say your name. Well, number one, you don't talk direct, so you're another coward, like all of them. And the truth about you is, well, you fell off. You had an opportunity. You've had every opportunity. You have a support system, clearly. You have everything free handed to you, right? And this is someone that's separate to YouTube, and they should know who they are. And I'm sure they'll listen. But you've had every opportunity. You completely failed. Not only did you completely fail, you failed epically, and God brought you justice on swift wings. I want you to listen to that. You understand? So I don't know what you're talking about, and you don't have a love story. What you got is walking karma next to you. So you have fun with that. So just keep my name out your mouth, okay? Because I'm not the one, and I'm a real gangster, and I address everybody who has something to say. Like, no, internet gangsters hide behind the phone and the computer. I ain't never hid from nothing. Every street that you'll walk on, right, in Austin, I run. So what do you mean? See, that's the thing. That's the game I don't play. You got cowards that they want to pray for my downfall. This is what cowards do. And they see the soldier on the front lines clearly every day, living and breathing and doing the real thing. I'm not going to ever let somebody just sit there and start chirping and talking, running their mouth and saying things that make no sense. Like I'm them. Like you can dictate like all the history I got in the street and everywhere and in Austin, like it never happened. Yeah, we don't play like that, brother. Trust me, bro. You just don't know me. You understand? You don't know anything about me. So, like I said, keep my name out your mouth. That's how it works. If you knew me, maybe you could speak on me, but the fact is, nobody can speak on me. Feel me? No, you're the internet gangster. You every day you got something to say that you're this tough guy. You're a wannabe. You're weak, very weak. Go to the gym and can't even lift at all. I mean, you're just sad. You're sad. Just say the truth. It's just the truth, brother. You understand? I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you're mad with your little weak narc rage. We took it they wage. I don't care about you. I don't care about how you feel. None of you. There's a bunch of narcs. Narcy. Come on, Narky. Lash out, Narky. It's pathetic, man. They're all the same. And that's the thing. Your whole society is swimming with these narcs. That's all they are everywhere. All they do is talk way, way above their means, claim fake digits, claim they doing things they not. Like I told you, you could tell a narc real quick because the minute I talked about a real settlement and something that's real to me, right? This dude came out the box, tried to make up a fake one, and he just went online randomly, the same individual, he's a weirdo, and made up that he was getting this huge settlement, trying to supersede. Yeah, y'all are weird, bro. Like, I'll never understand that. I'll never understand how someone can think that. How do you think people are going to look at you when you're not making sense? But you have a lot of people in the public are delusional. And most of them fools in jail and prison are delusional. A lot of them, they don't need to just be in prison and jail. They need to literally be transferred to the Arkham Asylum. That's the truth, because I noticed that when I was in that alpha pod, that they all tell themselves a story of reality that doesn't exist. Oh, they're great liars. They're not tough. They had the highest profile cases in there. There was nothing tough about any of them. That's the thing. They were all a joke. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Why do you think they feel the way they feel? Why do you think when I was in there, I was targeted? Because I'm surrounded by cowards. Same thing with the internet. See what I'm saying? Now it's how they react, because they can sense that I'm superior and I'm better than them. What would it matter that you get mad? What would it matter what you do or say towards me? All y'all irrelevant. I don't even need to get upset. I don't even need to defend myself, because whatever happens doesn't matter, because, well, you still don't have an identity. So what do you mean? Like, doesn't make any sense. What do you mean internet gangster, when that's exactly what you are? And me, nothing I do is on the internet. Everything I do is in the street and in reality. What? And then they want to, put false jackets on people and call them out their name and project. But you can see what you clearly are. That's federal informant snitch talk. And all of them the same. They've been the same since day one. None of them are different, right? So again, what do you mean? Maybe you're just upset because you're not competition. Did you ever think of that? Maybe the real gangsters are on such a higher level than you, owning buildings, owning billions in equity, owning mansions and estates, owning their own car lot. Starting to get it, Billy? Maybe the real gangsters just move a lot more efficiently than you could ever fathom or imagine. Isn't that why y'all were hating and jealous on 6th Street? Because I would come through in nice clothes with a buttoned up, beautiful white t shirt and brand new jeans and brand new shoes, and come through decked out looking good. And they'd sit there and give they fake compliments with they fake smile, while all of them were plotting and making sure that I couldn't keep any job. How can I not keep a job if I'm excelling, doing well? Like I said, you're like every basketball team I ever played for. You don't want to win. You're not doing well, right? Your businesses are all failing and crumbling. Why don't we say the truth? Why? Because you want to play politics, right? And mess people around and over good people like me. And once you do that, you cross a line. You understand what I'm saying? So at that point, people understand who the enemy is. And, well, none of us like you. None of you. I mean, none of you are our friends. I'm not friend to none of you. Only friend I got really is Christina and my people, right? Chirp, chirp, chirp. So, like I said, now you got a Batman that you went out of your way to make an enemy who has no fear, doesn't care, right? It has no limits. Like, what? Bro, I'm a totally different type of animal, bro. Y'all can't even fathom how I am. You're not even used to me. That's what's so funny. They still can't figure me out. None of them. Been studying me all these years, and they still can't figure me out. Like, what? I'm pretty mysterious, man. Trust me, there's nothing fake about me. So, yeah, you can talk about yourself and save me with that act. The minute anybody comes out their mouth with any fake nonsense, I'm going to address them. You understand? Directly. So, like I said, we don't do that over here, sir. All right, you're obviously watching the program, right? So, if you are watching the program, right, more power to you, brother. You're paying me in direct something, right? I mean, these people don't get it. I'm right here on the brink, okay? Real soon, right around the corner here, we might be possibly turning a little bit of a new leaf. There's signs that things are possibly getting a little bit better. And then I got to try to get over this hump. So that's why I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to get a little more freedom on the channel and push my luck with that, because YouTube is ridiculous, right? And it worked yesterday. I got plenty of views. That's all good money. You feel me? I mean, if I can play games and get a little bit of money and get paid for that too, why not do it? It's fun. It's what I want to do in my spare time. I like it. They're just innocent little games. Some of them I don't want to put up there because, again, I don't know if it'll pose an issue because of the type of game it is. You know, they're just very hypersensitive. In a society that's fake and delusional and run by narcs, when you get a real Batman, it changes things. No, see, I'm way realer than you could ever imagine. And all the real stuff happened before I even put on the suit. So you better ask about me, partner, because the last thing I've ever been is some internet gangster. Believe that. Feel me? It don't get no realer than me. But this is what they do. They lean on trying to act tough and portray on social media only, because in reality, you can take one look at them and see they're pudgy and built like a duck, right? Quack. So that's what they do. They lean on that. I mean, dude, you shouldn't have to do all that, man. I mean, being honest with you, let's get real, bro. I mean, you're Mexican. You shouldn't have to act tough. You don't have to act tough to impress these chicas. They don't care whether you're tough or not. They're all just discriminate, right? And they only date their own. Ooh, truth jewel dropped. Ooh, yeah, you don't got to impress them because they like slouches like you. You ain't got to be in good shape. What? You ain't got to go to the gym, brother. Keep drinking. Real talk. Keep drinking and just drink. Whatever happens, drink it away. That's all y'all do anyway. Like, no, you ain't gonna have no problems in that department. You shouldn't. Like, they have horrible taste. They don't like good-looking guys. Like, they like guys like you, right? That look like Igor, right? So I mean, keep my name out your mouth. I ain't you. Like I said, I'm not this nice, approachable guy. And I'm guessing that pretty much everybody on 6th Street is already talking about me. Without me trying. I'm pretty smart, ain't I? Right? So, you know it's going to get big in Austin at some point, and everybody going to know who I am if they don't already. And it's the perfect place for it because it's swimming and crawling with haters. The haters are my best promoters. That's what people don't get. These people think it's a problem for me to talk. I don't talk to Alex Jones, so you're going to have to miss me with that. They said Alex Jones. Huh. Was that really him? Because you said that Tone Space had a fake sponsor from Alex Jones. Boy, these trolls are hilarious, bro. Like, I'm not even really that mad at them. I think they're kind of funny. It's hilarious sometimes. Come in here, it's Alex Jones. What's wrong with you? What? Like, just like the utmost cowardice is what they do. Like, I feel like they act, and then I'm like, they completely serious. Like, this is really how they are. Like, dude, you're a conundrum. Here, hold on. I got to check on my honey. Thank you, honey. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well today. I'm right here. I love you. You're going to be okay, though. I just know it. You're going to get through everything stronger. You're the strongest person I've ever met, and that's the truth. I know you told me that, but I feel more that's you. Seriously. I think you're a lot stronger than me. I couldn't handle all that. You know, I could try to do the best I could, but you've been through hell and back. You've been through more than I've ever seen anyone go through, and you know, I just want you to know I give you all the credit, and it does mean everything. It means a lot, you know. That's why I'm saying you stand for something these other people don't. And I think that's why a lot of these things happen because people are just all jealous. You know, when you're good looking and you're as beautiful as you are, I mean, people are going to hate. It's a sad reality, but it's the truth. I mean, I go through it every day. I go through the same thing. So a lot of it has to do with just being beautiful and, you know, and pretty. and people will just get jealous. It's a sad society, man. It's a joke of a society. But yeah, I mean, I was just hilarious, man, when an internet gangster's, trying to project online randomly and say that other people are internet gangsters. I mean, internet gangsters do everything you do: run to other people for your problems, post nonsense to make yourself feel better, drink all day, micheladas, and do nothing, mooch off everybody else around you. You don't have anything of your own. You don't own anything. You don't pay for anything. I mean, brother, I mean, how can you act like you're competing when you've had the biggest head start ever? I mean, even when you mess up, you still good. That's what I don't get about them. If I mess up, I mean, there's nothing I can do. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't come from the same thing. That's why these narcs will never understand why I succeed. You know why I succeed 9 times out of 10? Because it's a necessity. It's necessary for my survival. Because if I don't succeed, like if I don't get this business to work, I'm not going to have what I need. I'm not going to have nothing. See, I don't have a choice. So when you narcs try to come for me and my livelihood, when you're okay and you have a support system and you good, yeah, I don't play about that at all, partner. And I never forget. Feel me? So like I said, like, nah, when you got these people and they left me voicemails that I got, y'all don't want to see me eating. Like I said, these people are sick. Feel me? Like, I'm not doing nothing for you, man. Like, that's what they want. They want you to focus on them. I'm just doing me, man. You know what I mean? That's the best thing you can do, man, is just remain neutral and focused on yourself and do what you're supposed to do. Feel me? For you. Like I said, it ain't easy. It ain't never going to be easy, man. It's not easy going through stuff like this. We all know what it's called, right? It's not easy going through that, you know? But I believe that there's a reward for it, and I believe that it's part of what life's about. And if you're going to make a stand like I already have, I've already proved my point, man. For one, I really don't have to do anything else, but instead, I'm trying to get busy and do a lot more. There's a lot more to accomplish. There's always evil in the world. There's always illegal organizations. There's always criminals and real criminals hiding behind this fascinating system. There's always plenty of work for Batman to do. That's why I love what I do, you know? And the longer I keep pushing with it, to me, it seems like I've definitely picked up momentum clearly, right? So it's like, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm doing everything right. Feel me? Like I said, I got a little bit of money in the bank, right? I'm able to get what I need for now, right? What else? Phone bills was paid on the 21st. Sounds like a guy who's on top of everything, and I fund it all off of this. That's it. I don't really get donations. I need people to donate, right? Like if y'all would donate, see, then it'd be so much easier because I would just get out of that level and graduate to the next level, but y'all don't want to donate no real money. Oh, and Dream, if he comes over here, he's getting blocked. I told you that dude does nothing but lie. I don't know what the purpose is of that. But like I said, you ain't coming in this chat if you don't donate. Okay? Other people, you might be all right. I'll decide and dictate that. But as far as those two, nah, you get blocked immediately. It's just that simple. You had every chance to donate. You had all day. And I wasn't even paying attention, bro. So, like I said, I mean, me, the way I see it, like I said, no, it's not easy, right? But that's what it takes. These people don't get. I've already defeated all of you. I mean, if anybody's not at peace, it's all you narcs, because I done shook everything up. I done turned the whole system around on its axis. All I have to put up with is your little illegal statements, right? Maybe a little bit of stress, right? And what else? You running your mouth, and I mean, just a bunch of stuff hiding. But y'all have to deal with seeing me out here in reality and in front of your face every day, right? And can't do nothing about me or about it. You feel what I'm saying? You have to worry every day how all y'all about to go to prison, right? For your federal crimes. So it's like, I mean, you think you narcs are at peace? You don't know anything about peace. Like, what? And I'm not peace in the first place. I am chaos. You made me, right? Because you kept coming for me on this internet stuff hiding. So, I thrive in the chaos, man. I live for it. That's what they don't get. Now, you just get me excited. I love it now. You feel me? Like, what? I really always loved it, but like I said, I just wasn't used to this internet stuff. I don't think you ever can get used to it. But I am the chaos, brother. What? People funny, man. They don't seem to get God made me differently. He really did. God made me differently, man. You know what I mean? He didn't just make me differently. He's who's pushing me along the way. He's who kept me alive, right? So, I mean, like I said, I mean, just the things you say, they make no sense. If you're going to say something, stand on it and let's directly debate it. You have full access to talk to me now on here, right? Without any reservations, right? Like, right, imagine, put yourself in my shoes. Imagine how hard it's been. Like, y'all couldn't even fathom what I've already been through. So don't talk to me about no internet gangster, son, because I ain't it. That's weird. That's weird. See, they want to take credit away from the realest of the real. It don't get no realer. They want to sit there hiding and take credit away from people. Yeah, that's some snitch stuff. That's internet gangster. What? Don't make no sense. Like, y'all ain't got no shame at all, bro. It's pathetic, man. Real talk. How about you quit hating like we done told all y'all because you don't have a choice. We don't put up with it and start showing some love. None of you have a choice. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter who you call, who you run a complaint to. Nothing. I'm going to do this regardless. I'm going to be Batman regardless. Like I said, if I had nothing, I was sleeping in the street, I'd still be able to do this. You don't seem to get it. I don't care what I lose. None of that, bro. I have a relationship with God. Feel me? I'm always take care of myself and hold it down. So what are you talking about? Huh? Why don't you just say the truth that you mad that I'm liquid? Like, I got multiple spots everywhere, bro. Real talk. I wouldn't care if they were outside. They still spots. I got like whole sanctuaries and bat caves outside right now. Y'all don't even know about. I don't understand what you're saying. Y'all all big on this finding me stuff. You're not trying to find me. Your intentions are pretty clear, and all you're trying to do is make me paranoid. Like, yeah. And you tried it with other YouTubers too, and it didn't really work with them either. That's a big guy on a motorcycle. Gave me the nod, head bob. But yeah, like I said, what do you think? It's easy? You think it's easy being Batman? Like I said, it'd be another guy waved at me, tried to wave at him. Fido is all pepped up today, as usual. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, if I was playing dress up, that would be one thing. Yeah, can you take any longer and quit gawking? Gawking means when someone's just looking. You looking? I said, yeah, you looking. But yeah, I don't play dress up, son. I'm out here. Feel me? And trust me, I'd like to see any of you, especially since you're all out of shape. I like to see you do what I do. I'd like to see any of you do any of this, especially as consistent as I am. You do understand that what I do, athletically, performance-wise, like it's unmatched. It's literally unmatched. There's nobody who can do this. Can't walk in this heat like this with no mask on. What? It's hot as hell, boy. Oh, funny. Need to shake this water. Hold on. Got a probiotic in it today. That man's taking his probiotic today. Tell you what, too. Every time that I take the probiotic, I get bigger. And I think it's because it's allowing my body to actually like receive some of the nutrients from what I've been eating or whatever. Like, I think it has something to do with that. But I don't know. When I take certain stuff, it's still hard on my system and I already have enough problems. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have a choice, man. You don't have a choice but to try to overcome. You don't have a choice. How long is this going to take, dude? Golly, man. Ridiculous. Nobody here. You don't have a choice but to overcome. Feel me? You just don't. You don't. Sometimes you just don't have a choice but to overcome. I quit smoking cigarettes too quite a while back, a long time ago, really. For a while, I was doing swishers and stuff here and there. I stopped all that completely, so that's good. Not that it really mattered because of what I went through, but I'm just saying. A lot of this has done a positive thing for me, man. This is crazy, son. How are we gonna be here for 3 hours? What are we doing? They gotta fix that, man. Well, that's the problem. I don't care what no one says. I'm gonna keep on saying it. That's the problem in the valley is it's a lot of ignorance and everybody does everything half you know what. And then they want to complain and it's like it don't work that way. Like, no, you need to fix these lights, you need to fix all this stuff. You need to do your job. See? And we're not gonna put up with it at all down here because I've about had enough. Because I've literally realized I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, man, all these people here are really this slow. Straight up. That's why this is happening because I'm just smart and I'm a real American. Like, yeah, no, we ain't putting up with nothing. We're gonna keep putting you in your place, defeating you, and telling you what it is. And like I said, I'm in the street all day, cuzzy, and we run them. You feel me? So I mean, that's when people try to do that fake laughter, they're not laughing at nothing. That comes from fear. Like I said, a lot of you in society, man, you're kind of slow, bro. I don't worry about none of y'all. I don't worry about nothing and nobody. There we go. Huh? He had him yell Batman. That was cool. So, yeah, like I said, I got a job to do. I got a job to do. I got to do what I got to do. And the world is mine for the taking. And it's just that simple. I don't care how you feel. I didn't ask. Feel me? So, yeah, just keep your little weird snide remarks to yourself and we'll be all good, right? But if people run in their mouth, I'm going to address them 100%. you know. And like I said, it's just so funny how they want to say these things now. Well, right, because you wanted me to disappear. You wanted me out of the picture, out of the loop. You narcs don't want me in the picture. Every day you probably go to YouTube praying for my downfall, praying I disappear, right? And God just keeps on showing up for me and showing out. Only reason I'm even here and able to do this at all is because of God. Okay? So if you doubt me, you doubt God, you go against me, you go against God. You speak ill will on my name, you speak ill will against God. So you have to deal with the karma and you got to deal with God because of that. And God doesn't have any rules to follow. See, God doesn't have to follow laws, man made, pathetic laws. That's what they all are. They're a joke, right? And it's all just designed really just to protect all you cowards because I for sure don't need protection, right? It's just like in the movie. He says, "Can they blah 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 before breakfast?" And the guy goes, "You are blah blah, and I am the devil." And he said, "You're not the devil. You're practice, right?" Then he starts getting into it with them all. It's the same thing, just like me. Yeah, I mean, I'm identical. I went through the jail stint, went through that, went through the jail bid part. It was identical. My whole journey was pretty much identical to the movie. And I didn't make it like that. God made it like that. The movies are accurate to my story. All of them. They're all different parts of it. It's really interesting. That's how I believe in like coding and numerology, and that math is a part of the matrix and that God is a genius, because it all connects. Just like when I speak, I'll be making these videos, y'all be thinking probably that I'm editing them, and no, I just put them out there like that. I choose a track to put over them, and divine will is so real that God shapes it perfectly in divine timing to where the track that's playing will match with the way my mouth is moving. Like that one that it says, you're like, and he's like, yeah, I'm Batman. It looks like I'm saying it, but I wasn't saying it. I was just walking and my mouth opened at that time, right? Like, it's hilarious, man. You know what I mean? So, see, he wants to project today. There you go again, talking about yourself. That's what you do. I'm supposed to sweat that? Why would I sweat your problems? Everybody knows me, brother. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows what I'm about. Why would I owe you anything if you're literally doing the same thing that you're talking about? How about I'm just not here for that? What do you mean? I talk the same way in front of everybody, but I don't owe you nothing. See, they think it's a game that they can turn on when they want and play. Not at all, brother. like Christina was laughing when I said TJ ain't gonna play with me. He better go play his PlayStation. You can go play your PlayStation. That's what Stitches said in his rap song. He said, "Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me, boy. Go play your Nintendo." Real talk. That's y'all. We need like one of them like sound bites, but I don't really do that on here because they have a problem with everything. Yeah, man, that stuff doesn't work with me, brother. Everybody know about me. So like I said, we all know who the streets are, who the real is, because, well, I have all the stripes and everyone will vouch for me. Everybody knows what it is and knows reality. So now you just have to deal with talking to the streets. See my point? Oh, and by the way, I'm Spanish. In case y'all didn't know, the dude, True Life up in New York, that's pretty much who I am. You understand that? He was actually part of a gang up there in New York. That's literally what I am. I'm Spaniard, bro. I'm Spanish. I'm not just white. Yeah, I'm white, but I'm also Spanish. So, I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. Spanish, we're the conquistadors. We love gold, and we take everything over. And we're fair complected. And they say True Life was realer. They said that he would get busy, and I know he at least would get into things. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's Billy Tough Guy at all, but he was better than most. You know what I mean? So I give him credit for that. And what was he? Identical to me. We even look somewhat similar. Me and True Life, I look a lot better. He's got a kind of a deformed nose like a toucan, but you know, like if I got braids, which I might be getting at some point, I could look just like that. It's kind of what I'm repping is like being Spanish. That's what y'all don't get. Of course, they're not used to it in the valley. There's not a lot of Spanish people here. There's a lot of Mexican. Spanish is different. Spanish, they more in like Miami and different sets and different sects. They out in different cities and stuff. Feel me? So it just is what it is. But that's what I am. I just think it's ironic how they say that he would get busy a little bit, and all I do is get busy. Obviously, the Spanish, we get busy. Feel me? Like I said, I mean, they say that that gang is one of the most like real terrifying, probably in the nation or in the world. The one that he reps and was with, that's why he was never really afraid of nobody because, well, he had a bunch of backup with him. He was never really alone, like ever. So he could kind of run his mouth and do what he wanted. He knew he was good, and especially in the streets of New York because he's got all of them with him. You understand? And all them dudes are ready. They're not playing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's the thing, Red Pill, he likes to kowtow to people like that. When me, I would stand up to all of them by myself. Seriously. I'm not afraid of nobody, man. I run these streets, bro. I run the world. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You see, I'm built a lot bigger and stronger than them. You know what I mean? More than True Life, that's for sure. Like what? It looked like they had some fairly big guys, but not really tall. They're all kind of short. So me, I'm probably bigger than all of them. Like I said, people don't get that either. I'm 6'2", bro. With shoes on, I'm 6'2". Like I ain't that tall, but I'm pretty tall, taller than most, and but I'm strong. And getting a guy that's 6'2" and as strong as me, it don't exist. Stronger than all the NBA players, man. And you got to remember, they give them everything, like all the diet they need, everything they need. They got trainers. They do everything, but them boys could never come close to me because they just don't have the heart. I do it with minimal to no resources and get better results than anybody in the world. My job, what I've realized, is to perform under any pressure. So that's what I'm testing myself with, not trying to get away from it, but leaning into it. You wanna heckle in the crowd? Go right ahead. But I'm just gonna continue to deliver and speak reality. Feel me? There's nothing you can type to me because I'm out here right now. I'm out here every day. So you're not making sense. I have all the stripes in the street. No, you want me to prove something that's already proven a million times because, like I said, you think that you can trick me. Why would you think you can do something that you've tried 8 million times? And I'm looking right at you saying, I understand your behavior. You're just repetitive, man. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's cowardly. You're a joke. So, yeah, the truth is, people don't have nothing for me, right? I am the problem that they can't solve, and I am the answer. And I'm not the problem, I'm the solution. Feel me? All these people are looking at federal indictments. They'll all be in prison. I can guarantee that no matter what. No matter what. It's already a guaranteed indictment. Feel me? I don't know what Dream was talking about, but if he ratted on himself and he's saying FBI or feds are watching him, if they're watching him, it ain't because he's drinking. It's not because he went to jail. It's because he's part of the Red Triangles. So he can lie all he wants. If he's serious about that, then they are on to what's going on. And it all has to do with my channel and the fact that I've spilled the beans and exposed the truth on everyone. And like I said, I was never cool with these people, never a part of nothing with them. They came and bothered me out of nowhere, and I've stood up to them every time. And they're going to have to give me that $800 back in Green Bay, and they're probably going to have to pay me a settlement of millions for what they did, because no human being deserves to be treated that way. Anything else? I told you that all this stuff was going to backfire, man. I told you this. Y'all don't listen. I've told you a million times. Real talk. I've told you, I've given you a million warnings. I've been extremely patient, more patient than any human being would be. Any other human being wouldn't have been able to get this far because, well, they wouldn't have had the patience. Because if I just went AWOL and ballistic like any normal person would, I wouldn't have gotten this far. I wouldn't. Because see, then that gives them an excuse to lock you up. That's what all they want. They're just looking for a way to provoke and antagonize, right? So here I am laying out your entire blueprint. I mean, repeating it, like I said, that's illegal. I don't know when you're going to get your ears checked, but like you're committing more felonies every time you talk. I got you right where I want you, bub. I own you. You feel me? Answer to you. Why would I answer to people who I defeated and I'm putting in prison? See, you don't seem to want to answer questions, but you want to run your mouth. You don't have a choice. Answer. You have to. Yep, that's what I thought. By law. See, no agency creates law, right? The law was already established by the Constitution. Constitution will always be upheld by real Americans. You could say what you want. You can keep on infringing. You can keep on pretending. But we run this country. The people are who has power. The people decide how things go and what goes down. Not anyone else. Not a bunch of wage slaves, right? And don't get mad at me because you chose a horrible career. Like, nah, I show respect to everybody. I'm cool with everybody as long as they show me respect and they cool towards me. I don't care who you are. I don't care what career or job you have. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and not say the truth about who y'all are and what you do. Feel me? I don't care who it is. Like, no, bro, it's not a good career field, man. Like, no, people relatively don't like you. You know what I mean? And they have good reason not to. Um, I mean, I'm just saying the truth, bro. You know, and like I said, it seems that people have some understanding. Like, I'm not supposed to be the good guy, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be myself. However, people you receive the message, that's on them. However they take it, that's how they take it. I could care less. But yeah, acting like there's anybody who tells me what to do, that stuff got to stop, bro. I make all the rules. I'm the big boss, Don Dada. You ain't making no sense. See what I'm saying? People are weird, man. They online admitting to federal crimes just because it's a cyber crime, brother. Some of them carry heavier penalties and more punitive damages and more time than crimes in the street. No, see the game. You say internet gangster. Internet gangsters are like you, constantly out of prison, messing up and drinking. A real gangster that's in the street, he gonna get smart enough, right? I wear a bulletproof vest, 18 gauge steel armor on top of that, right? Right now I have two different bat suits. I built them all, designed them specifically on my own independently for me, right? The real gangster is gonna learn how to do this stuff and be untouched and untouchable. You understand? And I get in the mix. I don't hide from nothing. I don't run from nothing. Like I get adrenaline rushes. There we go. We got somebody, a lady to throw up the peace sign. Woo! So, like I said, I get busy. This is not fake. This has always been real. So, I mean, and like I said, like I'm untouched, unscathed. I'm good. Good money, Gucci in the books, baby. Isn't that what you want to be? Exactly. So, like I said, they got the nerve and audacity to project, but y'all the ones on the internet, and I'm out here in the street every day pretty much. So how am I an internet gangster? Oh wait, I'm not. That's what I thought. Nah, bro, I'm the streets. Always been the streets. Hold on. Man, what is that song that sounds like yeah, yeah? It's just playing, man. That's a beautiful song. It's an old song. I think they put the loops in the rap music sometimes. They got a cool bicycle. They mad as hell. Mad as hell, projecting in denial. Oh, I love it, man. I love you, delusional folks. I love it. That's fine, brother. Whatever you want to tell yourself to make yourself feel better doesn't affect me. I don't care what you tell yourself. I don't care what you claim to believe. You know reality. You understand? Can't nobody get around reality. So, that's the thing, when they sit in there and they devoting all their time to typing nonsense, right? And you're not eating, you're not handling business, you're not working. You need to go get a JOB, son. What are you over here typing to me for? You need to go to work. Real talk. See, you can tell you never had any responsibility. No, see, you don't make anybody upset. It's just part of being a grown adult. Any grown adult would be like, yo, what's wrong with this person? How you got that much time on your hands? See what I'm saying? Like I said, oh, you could deny reality if you want, but it's gonna cause a lot of issues. Like you're gonna notice it all around you because you're not gonna have nothing. You're not gonna get anywhere. So I have nothing to do with the fact that you failed. with your lack mindset and the fact that you're always operating from a place of lack. And the more I talk and say the truth, you just get angrier and angrier, and yet you're running your mouth, but you're incapable. You understand? You're incapable. You can't do anything about nothing. You got to sit there and listen to me. So aren't you being hypocritical? Aren't you talking about yourself? Yeah, like what? Like I said, I'm out here talking in front of everybody. I don't need to do anything that you tell me. I don't answer to you. So, I mean, like I said, you got to actually be a genius to outsmart a genius, and you ain't it. Trust me. Like, you're not near a genius. You should be working right now. You want to show me something? Why don't you build a platform? Right? You see how you talk and run your mouth, but I respond with hard work and accomplishment and accolades. How are we the same? We're not. Brother, I respond to you every day without trying because I respond with success. And that's what you can't handle. Oh, I know I got you in your feelings. All right. The things you say don't matter. I'm Batman. Why would it matter? It all bounces off of me, bro. I don't care what you're talking about. Like, what? Bro, Batman's going to have some trolls, bro. That's just common sense. Who cares? And look at them, powerless. Instead of being productive citizens, instead of showing some support, they just sitting there and they don't want to see somebody win. That's your society, folks, and that's why I will never, ever put up with nothing or back down to these cowards, because you're all the same. Feel me? There's no need for that, brother. You should learn how to show people love, man. You know what I mean? Why would you not want somebody from your own communities to make it? But it's all good. You don't got to want to see me make it because I already did. All right. Talk to you later.